Welcome to Empowering the Working Mom podcast, the place where working moms find inspiration, support, and practical advice to thrive in their professional and personal lives while aligning it all with God. I'm your host, Latika Vines, a fellow working mom on a mission to empower you to embrace your God-given strength and resilience of balancing work and life while leading you to align it all with God. Twice monthly, we'll delve into topics that matter to you, from time management, advancing your career, mental health, your relationship with God, and so much more. Get ready for insightful interviews with inspiring working moms, experts, and thought leaders who'll share their wisdom, their experiences, their prayers, and their Tabitha moments. Because together, we can break down barriers, defy stereotypes, and rewrite the narrative of being a working mom. So get ready for your empowering moment. Welcome to the Empowering Working Mom podcast. Hey, working mom. Welcome to another episode of Empowering the Working Mom podcast with me, your host, Latika Vines. I am so excited that you are here with us today. I am excited. I'm always excited, as you know, but I am excited because we are here. We are at the end of season 12. I still am so such on a cloud nine right now, because who would have ever thought that 5 years later that we will still be here together? And so I'm just so grateful. I'm grateful for all of you. I'm grateful for those that have been there from the very beginning and those that are brand new to this community. I just want to say thank you to all of you, because it's because of you we're still here and we're still going. And I'm so excited for what is to come next. Now, as you are aware, we just came off of EWM for the Empowering the Working Mom breakfast, the fourth annual breakfast, and it was divine. Can I use that word? Divine. Compared to last year's, this year's breakfast was very intimate, but it was very intentional. And I thank God for that. We were intentional with our speakers who shared their personal experiences with rest. Now, we began the morning with introductions by our MC, Nicole Roan, who prepared our hearts and minds for the day. Now, as a capacity coach, Nicole shared her reason for being at the conference, stating that we all need rest. After we got breakfast, we prayed. Our keynote speaker, Dr. Adebola Ajao, took this year's theme to another level by incorporating mental rest. She connected mental rest to one's faith, that you can't have one without the other. It was so good. Without mental rest, you cannot continue to pour into someone else's cup. And one of the highlights that she mentioned was that she encouraged everyone to take a selfie with someone that they didn't know, to connect with someone new, to connect with another mom. And this provided an opportunity to build community so that you can rest, right? It was so divinely arranged. I'm just going to use that word, divine. It was divinely arranged. Now, once Dr. Adebola gave her tips on mental rest, we had the president of the Maryland chapter of American Mothers share an empowering moment. Now, at the breakfast, we have empowering moments similar to what we do on the podcast. And I love Dr. Maria Thorpe, who is the Maryland chapter president, where she encouraged us to rest through affirmations, and really had us practice breath control in our resting. It was so amazing. It was so amazing. She gave us this empowering moment, telling us to close our eyes and to meditate, and then meditate, literally surrendering ourselves, and then having these affirmations. And one in particular was the affirmation of I deserve rest. It was you had to be in the room to experience it. It was so powerful. And I'm going to say it was so, again, there's the word divine, because Dr. Thorpe had no idea what the other speakers were going to say. She had no idea. The only thing she had was the theme of the breakfast, and that was the power of rest, reclaiming your identity through faith, through vision, through your voice. That was all she had. She had no idea what anybody was going to say. But the fact that she came smack down in the middle and gave us those affirmations, had us do the breath control, again, it was so divine. And it really allowed us to take a moment and be still, to surrender in the rest of God. It was so, so, so powerful. It was so powerful. And then lastly, this was my first year where I actually spoke at the breakfast, but I shared how the working moms in attendance could gain new breath in their dry bones while in the valley. And I really shared how when you allow God to breathe into you, you're no longer broken. It was so divine, and it was an intervention for so many of us, especially me. Studying about dry bones in Ezekiel, and how God sees us. He sees us in those hills and valleys where we're emotionally and spiritually and physically sick. We're tired, we're disappointed, we're discouraged, we're all the things. He sees us, but he reminds us in Ezekiel that even though you may be in the valley, even though you may not have any breath in whatever it is that you're doing in your life, God is able to breathe life into those bones, into the areas of your life that are dry, that you feel that you're not fulfilled, that you don't have joy in, that you're not resting in. God can breathe life into those places, but what do you have to do to make sure that He can do it? And that is rest. You have to surrender in His rest. And so I was able to really articulate that from the book of Ezekiel, chapter 37, and really just share that with the mothers that were in attendance. Again, divine. It was truly divine. And as I think back at the breakfast, it still amazes me that we've made it to year 4, and for years, I know that the breakfast has been a blessing based off of what people have said, based off of the tears, of people that were in the room. It just, I know it's divine. I know it's God's will for us to carry on in the breakfast. And I'm so grateful that we could do it in our local community here in Maryland, specifically Southern Maryland. And so I'm just so grateful for all of you that were able to join us, those that supported us, those that prayed for us in the breakfast. I'm just so grateful. We had people travel from Baltimore, Maryland. We had people, our MC from Chicago, Illinois. We had people traveling, like one of our speakers, Dr. Ajao, it took her almost 2 hours. One of our volunteers, 2 hours to come to the breakfast. Like, we had people coming from far and near to this year's breakfast. Every year, we have people coming from near and far. So I'm just so grateful that we have this opportunity to support the local moms in this area. And if this is your first time hearing about EWM breakfast, the Empowering the Working Mom breakfast, I just want to encourage you that This is an opportunity for you to come together in a community, for you to meet other moms just like you who are struggling, who are doing the things. This is an opportunity for all of you to come together. The breakfast is more than a movement. It is an opportunity for you to have that faith centered resources and tools to help you be in alignment, to help you understand that you have to go to God to help you manage motherhood, marriage, career, and life. There is no other foundation but God. And every year we have a different topic or a different theme, and we bring different speakers. Every year we've had a different speaker, which I'm so grateful for. And what has been really effective is having panel discussions. Now, we didn't do it this year for EWM4, but we will definitely do it for EWM5. I'm so excited. We're going to be more intentional. Again, we were intentional this year, but we're going to be even more intentional next year. And I'm excited about our panel discussion for next year. We already are aligning our team together to prepare for next year's breakfast. And I'm going to tell you, for those that came this year, it's going to be in the same spot. It's going to be in the same spot. We had such a blessed time with the host, the venue host of this year's breakfast, that they've asked us to come back next year. That is a blessing. That is a blessing for the owner of the event space to say, hey, come back next year. We want this to be your home. And I'm just so grateful, because that has been a prayer of mine. Every year we travel to different places here in Southern Maryland. And the fact that we've had the breakfast this year, and for the host, the owner of the venue, to say, hey, this is your home now. Don't look any further. We are here. I'm forever, ever, ever grateful. So guess what? It's going to be in the same spot next year. So I'm grateful. I cannot wait for next year, EWM5. It's happening next year. And again, I'm so grateful for all of you, for your prayers, for your support. And I pray, my prayer is that you all are able to join us next year. You're able to join us next year. In season 13, I will reveal what the theme for EW5 will be. And I'm just so grateful that you will be there. So I can't wait. I can't wait to share more with you. I can't wait for you to experience community and gain the resources and tools that God has for you. And so I, again, excited, always excited. We are here, season 12 of the podcast. We're going to take our summer break, and then we're going to come back in August for season 13. And we already have some amazing speakers, some amazing guests for season 13 of the podcast. I can't wait for you to dig in. If you have any prayer requests, if you have any topics you would like for us to discuss, if you have any feedback, please, please, please check the show notes and send us an email. You can send us an email at info@visionary-initiatives.com. You can always send an email. You can always reach out to us via social media. You can go to the website, visionary-initiatives.com, or empoweringtheworkingmom.com, all one word. And tell us your feedback. Tell us what's good, what's not good, what's happening, what we can do better in the upcoming season. I want to hear from you. And again, all of that is in the show notes. So stay in touch with us. Let us know. The summer, we take our break. This will allow you to rest and allow me to rest as well. But don't worry, you'll still hear my voice because I'll come in with announcements and just let you know what's going on, updates and things like that. If you are not subscribed to our mailing list, to our newsletter, please make sure that you grab it. You can go to empoweringtheworkingmom.com and download our ebook, and that will allow you to be on our mailing list so you can keep up with all the things that we have going on, that we may not present on social media, but exclusively for those that are in our mailing list. So make sure you subscribe to that book, on how to be how to be an empowered working mom. And again, that's on empowering theworkingmom.com. And then you can also go to www.visionary-initiatives.com to download the newsletter there. But make sure you stay connected with us during the summer, as we take our breaths. Don't forget to rest. Don't forget to rest. Don't forget to rest this summer. Yes, there's a lot going on. Trust me, there's a lot going on this summer. The kids, the husband, the activities, the summer activities, the camps, the summer vacation, the work task, everything is going on. Please, my sister, do not forget to rest. That's what God wants you to do. He wants you to rest. Okay? So thank you so much for joining us this season. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being consistent. And I just appreciate you so much. I appreciate you so much. Until August officially, you take care. Enjoy your summer. Don't forget to rest. And I will see you in the new season. Take care. God bless you. I love you.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of the Empowering the Working Mom podcast. As you reflect on the empowering moments, remember that you are not alone in this journey. It takes a whole village to be a working mom. Discover how big your village is by joining fellow working moms in our private Empowering Working Mom online community, where we continue this conversation and support each other every step of the way. Until next time, you got this because God has you.